At the company I work at, there's a little kitchen for making cups of tea and coffee, and for keeping your lunch in the fridge, and there's some biscuits there to eat. And it's a kind of place where if you're standing there making a cup of tea and someone else walks in, you usually start up a conversation with them. You're going to be sharing that room for 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. So it's normal to have a little bit of a conversation. And a few months ago, maybe even up to a year ago, I was making my morning cup of tea before sitting down at my desk, and this guy I work with came in, and it's not a very big company, so I know everyone there. Even if I don't work with them directly, I just sort of know everyone's names and faces because I've been there for a few years. And we just had a little bit of small talk, and this guy said something to me that I just didn't like. It was really stupid. I don't even remember what it was exactly, but he asked me a question about some small talk question, like how's it going? And I made an effort trying to say something interesting rather than just going, just saying fine or giving some really generic response. I tried to tell him something about my life so that the conversation would be a bit more interesting, and he was just too dismissive of it. And I can't describe it obviously in a way that does it justice, but something about it really it ticked me off. And I just decided that I'm not going to make an effort with that guy anymore. I'm not going to try and be friendly to him ever again. And I know it's kind of immature, but I decided that guy's not worth my time. He was being way too dismissive of, I'm trying to make an effort here, and he's not putting any effort in at all. After I decided not to be friends with him anymore, I went to go sit at my desk, and I got on with my work for, I don't know, maybe it was a few hours, or maybe even not that long. And then he came over to my desk, and he wanted to show me something on his phone, and I honestly don't even remember what it was. But it was something to do with something I was specifically interested in, and he had remembered that this would be something that would interest me, and it was genuinely quite interesting or cool. I really have no idea what it was he showed me, but it was this cool thing, and I enjoyed it, and I was really happy that this guy shared it with me. But most of all, I was happy that this feud that he did not even know that existed between us had ended. It was I completely forgave that guy because he didn't even say sorry or anything. He didn't even know he'd done anything wrong, and he hadn't done much that was wrong, to be honest. But just because of this one act of random, it wasn't even kindness. He was just sharing something with me that he thought I would enjoy, and he wanted to share it. We both enjoyed looking at this thing together on his phone, and I felt I'd been way too harsh with him, and I think maybe it was when I was pregnant when you go a little bit crazy in your head. Anyway, I was just thinking about that, just because it was so spontaneous. That guy had no idea that I was annoyed with him, but just because of this one spontaneous act of sharing this whatever it was on his phone, he managed to repair this very minor relationship that we have with each other. And it just got me thinking, what if that guy had never done that? What if he had kept this thing to himself, or he just thought oh, I won't bother her, or whatever. If he hadn't come over to show it to me, then I'd probably still be feuding with him now. The world would have been a much worse place, me having a feud with this guy at work would have made my life worse. It probably would have made his life a bit worse, and it would have made me a little bit more of a jaded person, and less willing to share with people. And it kind of made me realize how important these small, spontaneous acts of just humanity, even not even not kindness or generosity, just reaching out to other people, just to say hi, I'm a human, you're a human,
because you're human, and I was human. I am human still.
Just sharing ourselves with other people. I think it's something really important, and I think if we all did it a bit more, it would probably make the world just a little bit better, or just avoid making it worse. And I just think it's a good time to share that story. I know it doesn't really work. The story doesn't work very well without the details, but I didn't want to sort of make up any details and lie about it, because I really don't remember. That's what shocked me, is that this story had such an effect on me, and I still don't remember the specifics of it. So I'm sorry if it doesn't really make sense as a story, but I think it's kind of important to emphasize this, the common humanity of everyone. I think some people are, jaded, and they don't think that other people have much to offer them in terms of intellectual stimulation or just friendship. They don't want to reach out to their fellow humans. They think that they're boring, or that they're not good people or whatever. But I think it's easy to find common ground with someone if you even just talking to them for 5 minutes, or giving them 2 minutes of your time every couple of days, like I do. That's how you cultivate these like very minor interactions. When you're making cups of tea at work, you build these very weak links with people, and it doesn't feel like much at the time, but it builds up to something kind of. Just you build a sort of network of people you kind of know. I don't know. It seems like something in the modern world. We don't have many of these connections. We don't have many strong connections with sort of random people who aren't our family or who aren't our good friends. So this sort of very weak web of a network is I don't know. It seems important. I think what I'm trying to say is just give people a little bit of effort, and I think you'd be surprised by how much you can get out of it, and you'll be surprised by how much they appreciate it. Probably, we never tell each other when we really appreciate another person. You can't know how much your actions are impacting other people. I guess that's what I'm saying. Either in a good way or a bad way. So just be kind, or be just open. Just open yourself. Let someone love you. I guess that's all I've got to say. Have you ever started a feud with someone at work? Have you ever buried the hatchet with someone? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you again soon.